It is Kiki. We are here. I'm not going to be as perky, I guess, as I would be in other videos, just because I am exhausted. I just got done with a weekend full of sprints that were either like late night sprints or all night sprints. So I got a lot of reading done, but because I got a lot of reading done, I'm exhausted, and I think it's finally catching up with me. Pretty tired on Sunday, but I got a coffee. And because I had a coffee yesterday, I can't have a coffee today. And so I'm just gonna have to live in this melancholy, sluggish mode today, unfortunately. And I had to film. So for this video, I do want to talk about my March TBR. I have a lot of stuff going on, and plus I'm excited to get into it. We are almost at the end-ish of February, so I thought, what better way now than to do it today? There's a couple things I want to talk about. I'm really excited about. There are 3 non-physicals that I'm going to be reading for this month. And then of course I don't know if you can see it, but my physical bookshelf here. So, and I'm gonna probably pick like 3 from the bookshelf, because usually I like to at least have like 7 to 8 books a month. 1, I like to get through books pretty fast, and 2, I'm trying to make sure I still do my 100 in a year. That's my hope. 3 non-physicals, 4 non-physicals, and 3 physicals, I think. Yes, 3 physicals. Oh my god. Can my brain freaking work today? That would be fantastic. Okay, so let me just go on to the thing that I feel like is going to take up the most time, and the one I'm hoping I can get out mid to early March, and that is my first big series, I almost want to say. It is Someone Else Picks My Books for that week. I'm very excited to talk about it. I'm excited to get into it. I've been planning this since December, so I am just really excited, and it just never worked out like in January and February. So I made it like permanent marker. This is the month I'm going to do it, and here we are. It's March, and yeah, so I'm hoping to get to it. I am going to talk a little bit more about it in the actual video. I don't want to go too much into it. I do want to say that the first person who picks my books for the week definitely went into a more niche kind of genre, but it is a genre that I've been wanting to get more into, and I'm excited to get into. So I'm excited to read this subgenre, and see how I feel about it. But that will come soon, hopefully. But that is 3 books, by the way. So those are my 3 non-physicals. And then my last non-physical book that I'm going to be reading is going to be the Winston Brothers book series. I intentionally end up reading a Winston Brother book series once a month. So January was Truth or Beard, February was Grin and Beard It, and the 3rd one is going to be Beard Science, which is actually a fan favorite of the series story, and his name is Cletus. He is probably the most likable or comic relief character, so it's gonna be really fun to see his love story. But I can highly recommend the Winston Brothers because I'm having a very fun time. It is very much like, so far, this is the 3rd in the series. They're very like good country boy, but like once you get in the bedroom, you can't get them to stop kind of situation. But they're also like golden retrievers. And so if you love kind of the golden retriever trope, I think you definitely like Winston Brothers. Now I can't say if that's going to be for all of them, but so far, like I said, third one in, they're all kind of very much golden retrievers. So the main character that he kind of has a love story with, he does have a love story with, is actually a character who's been mentioned a few times. She's like the banana cake queen or something, banana pie queen or something like that, which is really funny that of all the people for Cletus to fall in love with, it is this really like obscure, I don't want to say obscure, but it's just very like, there she is and there she's gone kind of character. So, but I'm excited. I can't wait to read it. I'm having a really fun time with the Winston Brothers book series and I can't wait for more. So yeah, that is all of the 3 that are on physicals or ones I don't have physically. I think, and I want to say also, I think all those are going to be on KU. It's not true. I have to get the Winston Brothers on Libby, and then I think the audiobook is available for free on audiobook.com. So, no, not audiobook, Audible. Sorry, I'm giving you all the wrong information. Book, Libby, audiobook, audible.com. Okay, there we go. So on to the 3 physical books I will be reading. And thank goodness I am going to put in the hands of my handy dandy TBR jar. I ended up finding out the last time I used this for the last video for my TBR, I didn't actually have all the books in here. And thankfully I made sure to put every book that's on my shelf here actually in here. So there should be about 33, 32 books in here. I know it doesn't really look like it, but can I beauty glue with this? No, not really. I could do it like that because the light's coming from here, so I don't know what I'm doing. don't just ignore this part. Should be in here now, and I have a bunch of different stuff. I have some dark romances I still need to get into. I have some new series that I could get into. I got some thriller horror books I got only like 3 or 2 or something like that, but they're still wild cards at this point because it's not really spooky season, so I'm not like really feeling spooky books right now. So that would kind of in a way be a bummer for me because I have such a big thing to do that involves like a big project that I'm doing. I'm also kind of hoping for my TBR jar to not pick anything too big. I'm looking at you, Silver Flame. Silver Flame and Den of Vipers and Wall of Winnipeg and me. You can't come. You can't come to this party. You're not invited. I'm putting it out in the world. You're not invited. We are going to pick our first pick. So again, they're not really very, like, they all kind of got tangled in each other. So I'm just gonna look away. Look at the beautiful, it's actually really pretty day today. So it actually feels really nice. It's like in the 70s and it's no cloud in the sky. And here I am not picking a book because I slipped. There we go. Okay, there we go. Making sure I didn't drop any. That tends to happen. Okay, and the first book that I'm picking for March is, I don't know if you can see that because my writing is terrible, but A Worthy Opponent. I'm very excited about this because I recently found this and I found, like, I don't know if this is a special edition, but it kind of feels special a little bit. But I found this edition in Barnes & Noble and I got so excited. I was like, I've not seen this cover before. This is amazing. I love it. You know, so this is definitely going to be a book that I will be front facing later after I'm done because I love it so much. I think it's so beautiful. If you don't know what A Worthy Opponent is, it is from the Wicked Villain series from Katie Roberts. It is Huck and Tinkerbell, and they are in a club with each other. We'll just say that. The last book I read in the series was Learn My Lesson. It was the Meg, Hercules, and Hades thruple book. It was a really fun read. It was a real quick read. These are not that big at all. And I'm excited to get back into the series. I really am. And I'm a humongous like Hook fan. Anything in like the Peter Pan verse, I'm really into. If that's evil Peter Pan, or if it's Hook, if it's Wendy, or if it's Tinkerbell. I feel like there's so many like mix and matches you could do with the retellings of those books that I feel like that's why so much is like written, especially Tinkerbell. I feel like everyone loves Tinkerbell. But yeah, so I don't know if this is a very good, but it said, once upon a time, I was a girl who believed in happily ever afters. The only thing I believe is revenge. Hook's the only one who will help me, but first he wants his ring on my finger and me on my knees before him. I'm willing to pay any price in order to bring our mutual enemy down, even if it means I lose my soul in the bargain. And then I always like doing this. I always like reading the first sentence of the first chapter. And that is 2 more days, Tink. That is literally what, but look at this. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. And then even without like the cover, I just feel like I want to show this off. I love this, the little hook in the middle and this color green. So gorgeous. I love it. I'm so excited to show it off pretty much once I'm done reading it. The first book of March, and it's green, which makes sense because, like, you know, St. Patty's Day and all that stuff. So it works. I'm gonna say it works. So I'm feeling really happy about that one because it's also a small one, and I feel like my manifestation of fuck off big books is really working. So let's continue on. Okay, look at the sun. Look how beautiful it is outside. Did I get 2? Oh no, this one just got bent to shit. Okay. Okay. King of Battle and... oh, wait. This one's bent up. The King of Battle and Blood. Interesting. That is right here. The King of Battle and Blood. It's not bad. Oh gosh, there are some names in here I don't know if I can pronounce. It's the name of that book, Tristan and Isolde, or Isolde. I don't know what that girl's name is, but yeah, it's that name. But Delara considers her wedding day to be her death day. To end a year-long war and protect the people of her kingdom, she is to marry the Vampire King. Oh, it's vampires, it's not fae. Okay. Adrian Alexander, or Alexander, I'm not gonna say that name. That is Vasaville? No, I'm not gonna even try. I'm not gonna do it. And kill him. But her assassination attempt is thwarted, and Adrian warns that if she tries to kill him again, he will raise her as the undead, faced with the possibility of becoming the thing she hates the most. She seeks out other ways to defy him and survive the violence and political... oh my god, am I too dumb for this? Of Adrian's brutal vampire court. Except if it's the court she ends up fearing the most, it's Adrian and her intense attraction to him, wrapped in mystery and a past he refuses to discuss. Adrian, nevertheless, starts to become less of a monster to her, and despite their undeniable chemistry, she can't help but wonder why the king fears complicated, ambitious, and at times inexplicably tender chooses her as a consort. The answer will shatter her world. I'm too tired for a synopsis like these. You give me names I can't say, and you give me words I can't say. My mind's mush. I'm expecting this to be spicy. Hopefully. But let's see. The first sentence of the book is: there was an army of vampires encamped on the outskirts of my father's kingdom. Vampires. I'm gonna be honest, since Twilight, I'm not a big fan of anything vampire. So we will see if this is, one, as smutty as if it needed to be on Spicy Talk table at Barnes & Noble, and two, if I can maybe change my mind about vampire books. We'll see. So with those two, we have one more left. And so far, they've not been too bad in size, which makes me very happy. So let's try this again and let's do it. And hopefully you don't give me something that I just either don't want to read right now or big. Okay. This one keeps wrapping around me, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick it. That is Sinner by Sierra Simone. I get Scarlett St. Clair and Sierra Simone mixed up. I don't know why. Don't even ask me. But yes, this is the second in the, I don't even know what they call it, the Priest series, I guess. Of course, I have read Priest. I have it somewhere up here. But I just felt like I wanted to read the second one. I heard the second one's really good. And I couldn't help myself and get this cover. I love this cover so much more than the shirtless men who are showering in themselves, or like the bare shoulder one. I definitely will be getting the Priest version as well. And I just thought, might as well get started on this edition of the series by getting a book that I really want to read. And I know I'm getting spice because they are literally about sinners. Sean Bell, he is the brother of the first one. He kind of went away from the church. He's very much like, doesn't want a part of anything. He thinks it's awful. He doesn't want to be part of the religious whole community thing. But then he finds himself falling for a nun, funny enough, paid for in advance. These are words for men like him: playboy, womanizer, skirt chaser, sinner. When he meets a gorgeous college girl at a fundraiser, he has no problem telling her exactly what filthy things he wants to do to her, until he realizes she's his best friend's little sister. His best friend's little sister? What? I thought this was... Okay. Until she realizes that she's his best friend's little sister. Zinnie Iverson, all grown up. Worse than that, she also is about to become a nun. Zinnie, though, isn't looking to play it safe during the final month of freedom. She wants to make sure choosing God is the right path. And to do that, she must proposition Sean to show her every carnal temptation she's leaving behind. Unable to refuse, Sean finds himself falling for her body and soul, and questioning not just his morals he's dodged for years, but his relationship with God. Zinnie has pledged herself to. With God that Zinnie has pledged herself to. The only problem is, what if Sean wants Zinnie to choose him instead of him? Chapter 1, first sentence is: Armani tuxedo, Berluti shoes, Burberry watch. What that says. So far, I'm not very impressed with the first sentences of these books. I think it's gonna be really fun. Also, not too bad in the kind of how like the size of it. So that was good. That was irony. I don't know. And that is it. That is going to be my TBR for March. And I'm gonna hopefully do it all, because as well as reading and all that stuff, I also am working on my house that I'm going to live in. It is a fixer-upper, so, and my sister's coming in to help me fix it up and make it look nice, so then I can finally move in. So it's a lot of just a bunch of stuff happening all in 1 month. Plus I'm working, so we'll see how I do. But so far, those are going to be my 3 physical, and then of course beard science, and then the 3 books that are coming out from my series that I'm going to start here pretty soon. So I'm very excited. It's going to be a very interesting month for March, and we'll see how I do. But other than that, that is it for me. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye.